bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. Throwback. Pink Alani on deck. And it tastes good. Haven't had this shit in a while. It tastes good. It's the late night live. It's the late night live. Coming at you, we're here to vibe. Betting on the fights, we're here to thrive. It's the late night live. Welcome. It's UFC Baku fight week. Actually, the predictions for UFC Baku, the official post-weigh-in show, dropping earlier than you'd expect because that shit's at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Hopefully my ass wakes up. So they'll be out in the afternoon. I have PFL predictions coming out later on tonight. So very busy content night for me. Next 24 hours are jam-packed. Yes, PFL picks are coming. No, they're not going to be releasing before the stream ends. They're going to release after the member stream. So keep it locked in with your boy. I'll have PFL picks coming soon. I have the files. I just don't have them uploaded yet. But I am here to give you guys, I'm going to call it a thunderous show. I'm going to call it mainstream entertainment. I'm going to call it AJ on fire because that's how I feel. And I'm excited to chop it up. Hello to everybody watching. Greetings all. We got a pretty good card this weekend. And I want to hear what everybody's thinking. I want to go back and forth, you know. I want a little antsiness, you know what I'm saying? I want some antsiness in chat. They should put Vallejos on UFC Noche. He'll hold that card down. Hey, you're good, JD. I'm glad to have you now, my friend. You're happy for an early card? Me too. I am feeling it today, bro. I hit 184.8 pounds. This is the lowest weight yet, and it wasn't even post shit, so I'm sure I'm lower than actually having shit all day. But regardless of the, constipation, scale is on point. Fucking that Thursday workout for me tends to be the hardest of the week. Friday, I push through because I know, like, all right, I'm about to eat good after this. But Thursday, bro, I feel like I'm in warfare. I'm like, work. Cardio, the last stuff is like, I'm a zombie. But you know what? I keep fucking going. I keep making it happen. Your hair is looking fabulous. Thank you, Chris Wilson. I appreciate you, bro. That's for KZ and Hernanov. Pink slushy. Zesty drink, absolutely. But it tastes good, and I was sick of the sherbet flavor. I was sick of the peach. I said, I'm getting this one. I needed some energy. You know? You surprised Mullins wasn't my most confident pick? I figured might as well avoid a ladies fight. But yeah, I think she wins. You're drinking Coors and enjoy your Coors, bro. You're living lavishly, bro. You're drinking Coors. You're fucking hanging out. I'm just getting ready to drop a heater show tonight. What's up, TrevBot? So we're going to go through each and every fight. I want to hear you guys' opinions. If there is some controversy, some 50-50s, I think the debate's going to get interesting. Yeah. I'm excited for this one, man. It's a good late night live. For the fights that are obvious picks and they're blowouts in the chat, don't expect me to spend fucking 20 minutes talking about that fight. But for fights that, deserve some back and forth, especially if you guys are active, debating either side, I'll be bringing up the, comments and whatnot and giving you guys your time to shine, bro. So if you have some confident picks that maybe I'm picking against, fuck, bro, let me know. You lifting some heavy shit at the moment? Enjoy the heavy lift, Justin. Shout out to you, bro. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I am going to get ready to pump it up with the polls for all the fights. Fight number 1 on the card is the big boys, thick boys going after it. Hamdi Dumpty, who, you know, I would say Hamdi Abdelwahab is a fan favorite. Any PFL picks? Yes, they're dropping tonight. They're dropping after my streaming tonight. I have a lot of streams to do, but after the streaming tonight, I will drop PFL. I just have to literally upload the video. I have the thumbnail made. I have to export it too. So I will have PFL picks. They'll be out tonight before midnight. Plan is to breeze through the card, go back and forth with you guys, and then do a member stream after this. So if you're a fan of the content flow, well, I'm glad to have you. Don't be afraid to disagree with me, because your comment is more likely to be, you know, answered on a disagreement. They say, yes, you are 100% on point. I mean, I'll probably shout you out too, but you know what I'm saying. UFC 317, they're trying to figure it out, Chevy Heavy. It's just not ready yet. I think I mean, to be honest, fuck. Just not ready yet. It's next week. It is what it is. I don't know what the actual bout lineup's going to look like, but I started some notes on that today, and I was like, you know, I'm really excited for this card, but there could be better fights on it. For international, it could be a little bit more lit, but it is what it is. I'm grateful to have fights at the end of the day, but ultimately, you know, gratefulness and delusion, nah, I could want more. All right. Enough of the bullshitting. I'm going to take a sip of water, okay? Make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm doing Ripskis on deck tonight. I got the Volcano. If you're new to the live shows, or maybe you haven't tuned in since last week, I got the motherfucking Volcano on deck. I got it plugged in, so I don't want to bring it too far over. But Volcano on deck, ready to heat up at any point, okay? So make sure you guys hit the fucking like button, and let's run it. Fight number 1. This should be, I think, somewhat controversial in the polls, to be honest. We got Hamdi Abdelwahab versus Mohammed Usman. We got the battle of heavyweights. We got thick boy versus thicker boy, but somehow Hamdi's heavier by like 25 pounds. Hamdi Dumpty. Come on, bro. Are you kidding me? How you not backing the Savage? How we not going for Hamdi? I'm going to say this. I believe that Mohammed Usman's got the puncher's chance, but I think we see a better version of Hamdi Abdelwahab. I think he can land some takedowns. Maybe he looks better than he's ever looked in his UFC career. 32, 36. Ages are not a super big concern. Like, I'm not saying, oh, Mohammed Usman's washed. No. But I'm saying at 32 in the Olympic wrestling background, if I had to guess who's better than their last fight, I would lean towards Hamdi. So I'm going to say Hamdi Abdelwahab takes a decision. I think that he's a little quicker with stand-up, but Usman punches harder. But to be fair, Usman's still a little clunky. And then Hamdi has that Olympic wrestling pedigree. At the very least, he's landed takedowns early in the fight. The worry would be later in the fight if he's gassed out. But it's not like Mo Usman is this fucking beast of a machine gas tank-wise. He's more just a physical presence, you know? So I'm going to go Hamdi to win. Any disagreement in the chat? Who's against me, bro? Cody Marmon, what's going on, bro? Shout out to you. Long week of work. Well, I'm glad to have you here, bro. I'm glad to have the boy tuning in. I'm glad to have the boy watching. I'm glad to have the thunder come. I'm listening to myself on the side. Oh, shit. Buckley did everybody dirty, Cody Marmon. I know. Buckley was a rough sweat. Buck was rough, bro. If you have Buck, you're disappointed. What I think of Ming Yang Zhang? Bro, Ming Yang Zhang is one of the hopes of the light heavyweight division. How good is he? I mean, I don't know for sure, but he's 26 at heavyweight, undefeated in the UFC, 3-0, all KOs. At the very least, he's one to keep an eye on. I think his boxing style is dangerous. Bump, 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 bump. I saw you complain about it, -101. Bro, there's slight variance to books, but it is a plus money call. Over 2.5, Ignacio Fiziev, I'll say yes. Humpty Gasses, so you're going Usman. Where's my Usman backers? Where's my 30%? Mo Usman. Right now, Usman, underdog status. You know, he's in that plus 140 range as an underdog. Hamdi Dumpty's -160. Why do I see a lazy heavyweight fight going over 2.5? -215 for the over 2.5 makes the most sense. You're on Usman. There he is. There's KZ. KZ. I like his output, and he's fought better guys and kept it close. KZ's on Usman. I respect that about KZ. I saw that he picked it earlier today. All right, KZ. Are you throwing him in a parlay or anything? Is it more of a pick? Hamdi has been through it. Usman might take it with the juice stack. You think Usman's juiced up? You think the Usman brothers are the steroid kings of the UFC? Is that what you're telling me? I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm not telling you you're right. I'm just saying that's what you're telling me. That's what you're saying. That's not what I'm saying. Just a pick, too risky. I'm betting safe this card. Respect, KZ. And it's a respectable pick. It's not a far-fetched outcome. Bahamondes and Rountree is a lock for you? Okay. Good luck, brother. Good luck, Amato. Jones is not fighting Tom Aspinall. He said some things on Full Send. Yeah, he's talking about Francis Ngannou. That's his dream fight. I'm picking Hamdi Abdelwahab. Not really into the betting side of it. The over makes the most sense here. The pick will be Hamdi. AJ, I finally got my dream job from home, bro. I'm so stoked. God is good. Wish y'all the best. Love the show. Hey, not UFC. I just want to say congratulations, bro. Perseverance is the key to success, my brother. And congrats on getting that dream job from home. I think your life just got about 70% better. And I'm happy you're happy, bro. So W to no UFC or not UFC, excuse me, in the chat, bro. He deserves some love. I mean, if John Jones is telling the truth, they'll strip him, but he might just be fronting. He might just be accepting the heel play at this point. All right, I'm going to throw the poll up for the next fight on the card. Confident pick for the people, kind of, with Hamdi. Not super confident, but somewhat. Hey, SD Crusader, where you been, bro? I'm glad to have you back. Where you been, though? I know some people be missing the lives, but they watch every video. I understand. But the live streams are lit, bro. The live streams are fun, man. Wagwan, look who it is, bro. Pick'em MMA. Yo, W Pick'em MMA in chat. Pick'em, Yagwan, yeah, man. Yo, Pick'em. Throw it down for the luck of the night, man. You're going to get the big plus money. You're going to play Usman by the KO for the Jamaican Islands, yeah, man. Yagwan, I want to take a ribs at the volcano, man. You know, I hear it. You hear the thunder rumbling of the volcano. I want to touch the ribs, man. Hit the like, do the ribski. Yagwan? I do the ribski, man. Yeah, AJ Rasta, man, you're going to take a hit, yo. Woo! Felipe Lima, bro, pick him. I'm so with you on that. I was watching tape today. I said, bro, he's fucking Peyton Talbot off. Enough of this shit. Enough of this shit. Enough of this shit. Yagwan. Go smash that Lima money line and get rich, y'all. I agree, bro. It should be like 4-1. I was shocked at the odds. I was shocked, bro. I see some fucking Peyton Talbot hardcore fans telling me to stop. Oh, shit. Dork, stop. Listen, bro. Don't disrespect Lima. Don't disrespect my brother. Lima, Brazil is going to win against Peyton Talbot. Let's keep running. Next fight on the card, we got Tagir Ulanbekov versus Azat Maksum. This is a no-brainer for me. I think Tagir Ulanbekov is going to absolutely maul Azat Maksum in grappling. I think that Tagir Ulanbekov is a superior force on the ground by a relatively wide margin. Maksum is a skillful striker, and he does have good speed, but I don't think that he's ready for the Tagir Ulanbekov puzzle. I think Ulanbekov is going to be calculated with clinch work and takedowns. I do think his striking is good enough to keep him in the fight, and I think Maksum's on his back. I think Maksum's getting controlled. Ulanbekov by sub is a real possibility. I see a few people in chat. I see Pick'em saying it, and I think that Ulanbekov has the tricky counter submission game for sure. What's the sub line? Submission for Ulanbekov is plus 240. It was plus 350 earlier in the week. I don't think submission's a bad play here. I think Ulanbekov's money line is a masterclass in a parlay. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, I'm doing a lock parlay this week, and Tagir Ulanbekov is in that lock parlay. And I do think he's a lock in this fight here, man. I think Ulanbekov is going to be concise with takedowns, and I see him putting Maksum on his back. I know KZ is a Maksum guy. And I'm not surprised, bro. He's got an enjoyable style to watch. I think you're low-key hoping on the downfall of Tagir. You want this fucking cross-eyed doggy out of the game. I get it. But I do think the grappling skills are a factor in this fight. And I'm not sure Maksum has the grappling defense. So I'm going to go with fucking Tagir Ulanbekov to pull off a win regardless of the, regardless of the looks, you know? You know what I'm saying? I think Tagir Ulanbekov should be able to land key takedowns, control from top position, work towards a submission, or just grind the fucking fight out against the cage if need be. Like, it could be an ass decision, but when Ulanbekov's on, he's actually pretty good, but sometimes he just seems a little sleepy out there. Azat Maksum's definitely a quicker striker. He does have some power, drop Charles Johnson, but I don't think he's knocking out Tagir Ulanbekov. I think it's a hard matchup. I think it's a hard. You have a special appearance tonight? Okay, Cody Marmon. Special Cody Marmon calls tonight. I look forward to it. Ulanbekov at 78% of the people's picks. Obviously, fat favorite. 2-leg parlay piece for sure. Not like you're going to go chase the money line there. That's just the God honest truth. It's a 2-leg parlay piece. What's up, T-Swizz? Hey, chat, we're at 27 likes. What do you think, bro? Ripsky at 60? I don't know. Tonight just feels like a Ripsky night. Some streams, I'm like, no, I'm doing it sober. Sally, tonight, I'm like, yo, fuck all that. I'm like, fuck all that. I need a rip right now as I'm fucking running through. I'll be honest with you, man. Need a rip to get through this thing. Oh, shit. All right. I wish I could do all the ladies fight in just one breakdown, but I can't. So I'm going to do the ladies fights real quick. I'll go through them fast. I'll do them fast. Volcano's good, bro. I'll take a Volcano Ripsky for you guys here soon. I'll rip the Volcano for the people in, I don't know. Whenever we get 60 likes, that could be 20 minutes from now. That could be 10 minutes. That could be 5. I don't know. It's up to the people. So make sure you guys watch and hit the fuck out of the like button if you're enjoying the live stream. Okay. If you like the live vibes, if you like the Thunderous live show. Okay. This show is an OG classic, and it's one that came back in 2025 after a hiatus in 2024 due to popular demand of the people in chat. Let's keep running. Alekseeva, Syguła. Give me Alekseeva. Do we really have to talk about this fight? Alekseeva's a little meaner on the feet, a little cleaner on the feet, a little more dangerous on the feet, more explosive, stronger. Syguła reminds me of fucking Dushko Todorovic in female form. A little sloppy, kind of a slugger, not that impressive. I think Alekseeva could win on the ground or in the striking. Yeah. I think Syguła, you know, she's more built for modeling. Alekseeva, it's fighting or nothing for her, bro. So Syguła's got other options, and I think, unfortunately, Alekseeva is going to bust her face up. So I'm going to go with Alekseeva. I think she's live for a finish. I could see Syguła melting after some big shots land. I don't know. She gives me breakable vibes. She gives me very girly girl vibes, and then we got fucking Alekseeva, who just doesn't give a fuck, you know? The pick is Alekseeva. If she loses, this would be the sell of a lifetime. Alekseeva is a minus 275 favorite to Syguła at plus 235. I mean, let's use a little MMA math for the fun of it. Syguła got destroyed by Melissa Mullins. Alekseeva at least went distance, for God's sake. I'll go with the Russian Ronda, who looks nothing like Ronda Rousey. It's like if you called me the Italian Khalil Rountree, people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'd say the resemblance to Ronda Rousey for Alekseeva is about the same as me and Khalil Rountree. I get it. My hair is a little curly. And I have brown eyes, but not much else, you know? Chris Hayes, thank you for the 5. Thank you for starting the Dono train. Dono train, get it going. W to the first Dono of the night. W to the first Dono of the night. Shout out Chris Hayes, bro. Shout out to the boy. Very generous, throwing money at me. Nice and early. We're still on the prelims. He's throwing a big 5. Listen, thank you for funding the channel. Thank you for supporting. You guys know I bring the heat. No pick sales, no bet sales. Just bringing the heat every single day for the people. And the Discord's also on fire. So shout out to everybody in the motherfucking Discord. Shout out to the Discord gang. Do I have to talk anymore about this fight? You guys know what I'm saying. Give me fucking Alekseeva. Maybe she knocks her out. Alekseeva KO plus 600. Wow. Submission plus 235. She could get a knockout. But you're going to chase it? Alekseeva should win the fucking fight. Syguła got a pretty face. She's all right. She's all right. I want to move on from this motherfucking fight. I want to move on from this fight. One of the things that I am attempting to do during late night live is, the fights that people give less fucks about, I think I should spend less time on. Like, I don't need to go into the most technical analysis of every aspect of these ladies. It's fucking Alekseeva and Syguła. Both are meh. Alekseeva is more aggressive. She's a little meaner, a little cleaner in striking. Should be more effective, more powerful, and I think she wins. Bingo. That's an A+ breakdown. That's an A++ breakdown, bro. About as in-depth as you can get, bro. Every element of the fight explained in detail. Like I'm painting the Mona Lisa with a paintbrush is how I broke down that ladies fight. Okay? Next fight. Oh, man. Get your popcorn out. Actually, this fight's not bad. Melissa Mullins, Daria Zheleznyakova rematch. They run it back after they fought Aries FC a while back. Melissa Mullins is a really good grappler. Zheleznyakova isn't. The striking of Zheleznyakova is good. You can watch their first fight on Fight Pass. And Zheleznyakova can crack for sure. Her striking looked good in their first fight. But Mullins got it to the ground and beat the shit out of her and broke her. Melissa Mullins, strong grappling game. Zheleznyakova, decent striking, but to be honest, fucking overrated. She was getting busted up with Montserrat Rendon, who I don't really rate as a high caliber stand-up fighter at all. And then I look at the ground skills. I'm like, has Zheleznyakova gotten that much better since Mullins fucked her up on the ground last time? And Mullins is a fucking menace to society, taking fights to the ground and beating girls up. I think Mullins wins this shit. Trevbot says, give me Daria. Monster Rack Rendon. Monster Rack Rendon's crazy. Mullins inside distance. I'm with Pick'em. Zheleznyakova got fucked up by Perez on the ground, and I have to favor that Mullins fucks her up on the ground too. So the pick is Melissa Mullins. She should out-grapple her. She's a big favorite, minus 260, minus 270. This is one of those ladies fights that could end in violence. Under 2.5 is currently sitting at minus 125. So it's expected to end inside of the distance. Mullins tends to pass looking for a finish, whether it's ground and pound or submission. Mullins by KO plus 215. Mullins by submission plus 400. I lean towards ground and pound KO, but submission is a definite threat for Mullins, who's a crafty jiu-jitsu artist. For the goddamn artist. Thank you, Jeremy Raphael, as I paint. Dude, I always try to paint a picture when I give you the in-depth breakdowns. On this show, obviously, we're having a little more fun and keeping it casual. I was like, all right, ladies fight. I think it ends in violence. Melissa Mullins, a better grappler. A plus B equals C. I'll go with Mullins inside of the distance. I think Mullins wins. Thank you, Jeremy Raphael. I think she gets the finish. Inside distance for Mullins is currently sitting at, if they'll load, yes, they will. Plus money? No. Yeah, plus 100, minus 110, around that range. About even money. I'll say Mullins inside distance. I am not impressed by Zheleznyakova. The last name is the most impressive thing about her. Next. I want to get to the fights that people care about. I want to get to the fights that people get excited about. Bum. Oh, shit. This next fight's a good one. This next fight's a good back and forth, too. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I'm seeing we're at 40 likes. I'm doing a Ripski at 60, so make sure you guys smash. I just want to do it before the fucking main card. Little CBD line before the main card. Call it a special day. Call it a special day, chat. Coming back from Vegas, my pockets turned inside out. Need a money back guaranteed lock of the week. I mean, I've been doing the safe but boring parlays. They've been hitting every week. All right. Let's keep running, chat. Let's keep bringing the thunder, chat. Next fight on it. Ismail Naurdiev versus Jun Young Park. Now, this is one where I expect some banter and debate, okay? I am picking Ismail Naurdiev. I am picking the younger prospect who's got pretty clean kickboxing, solid grappling skills, very good athleticism, fills out 185 pounds really well. And I think Naurdiev can outwork Jun Park. I think that this is the test that Park fails. As a gatekeeper in this division, he's taken out some of the older bucks, right? Taking out some of the one-dimensional guys, lost in a close one to Mullins. I feel like Naurdiev is going to be too sharp, too defensively sound in grappling, and too clean in the stand-up. I don't think it's a walk in the park, but I do think that Naurdiev is able to outpoint Jung Park in a competitive back-and-forth fight. Now, I'm looking at the poll. I'm seeing a 50-50. For the first time ever, I would like to bring a member on right now. I would like to give a member a chance to join the show right now. Okay, the stipulation is you got to be on Jun Park, and you have to be in the Discord. So if you are a member and you're in the Discord, I just dropped the StreamYard link. I want you to join right now. If you are a Naurdiev backer, or excuse me, if you're a Park backer, only if you're picking Park. Only if you're picking Park, I'll give you guys like a minute or two. You want to hop in? You want to talk some shit? We can have a fun banter. I want to give you guys a chance. If you're picking Jun Park, this is your time. Come in. Not going to be fucking 10 minutes of bantering, but 2 minutes. I want your breakdown. I want to hear from my members. I want to hear from the people. If you're not a member, you want to join the show, become a member, join the Discord, you can get in. This is a new element that I'm offering. Not necessary to join. You don't have to. It doesn't change anything. I'm going to keep talking about the odds and whatnot. But my pick is Naurdiev. And if anybody wants to come in and go back and forth about it, we can have a nice chat. I'm more than happy. If you're in the Discord, hop on in. Discord is available now. Bam. Pick'em's in the Turtle Gang. Park's bigger, better experience, pressure fighter. Okay. What do you think, though? Naurdiev's takedown defense seems on point. Nasty striking from distance. Athletic. Younger. More sharp. I feel like Naurdiev's timing is nice, too. I like Naurdiev's chances a lot here. I don't think he's a washout. I don't think he's a UFC washout. I think he's here to stay. Okay, we got my boy coming through. Shout out to him already. He's making my day.
Oh, what's cracking, man? What's cracking? All good with the audio?
Yeah, you sound fantastic, bro.
All right,
I was watching a video earlier today, bro. This is the first time that I've ever brought someone in for the breakdown portion. This is a new element. I wanted to go a level deeper, Casey. I feel like we were missing out on this, you know?
Yeah, I hear you, man. But you said to come in if we're on Park, and I'm picking Park just because, yes. I don't know, bro. It's just like Naurdiev got a win over Bruno Silva. And it's like, how much does that really mean? You know what I mean? Bruno Silva was on that losing streak. Like, he's been looking like ass, especially in that fight.
He doesn't train anymore. I don't even know. Yeah. I get it.
And in that fight, John Anik said himself, like, oh, Bruno Silva's looking like he doesn't want to be in here. And, you know, like Naurdiev dominated him. But, you know, I feel like Park has dominated, like not dominated, but beaten better guys. And he's beaten Brad Tavares, who's like relatively similar, I would say, to Naurdiev. Just he's like a kickboxer, you know, kind of like a good cardio kickboxer. If Naurdiev doesn't have any like issues where he gasses out, then yeah, I could see him winning on the feet for sure. But I just feel like Park's pressure is going to be too much for Naurdiev as the fight like goes on later into the distance, and he just kind of breaks him down. But
now the question is,
if Naurdiev has no cardio issues, then I could see him winning for sure.
Okay, so you feel like even as somebody picking Park here, you're not a lock city Park on this one. The odds have him at -185. Do you feel like this is a parlay piece for you, or is it more you like the over, or is it just not a bet for you on this fight here?
I like Park by like decision, potentially even like a submission. Because you know Park has some good jiu-jitsu. He has some good work on the ground. I mean, Naurdiev, if he's able to keep
KJJ, bro, the Korean jiu-jitsu,
and just like make it a kickboxing match the whole time, and he doesn't gas, then I see him winning. But if he starts to like wear down, and Park is just coming forward, pressuring. He can eventually break Naurdiev down and just, get a late stoppage or just, dominate him later on in the fight to get the W.
Okay. I respect the flip side analysis. I'm glad to have it. You know what the thing is, KZ? We're fucking boys. It's not like we're going to get mad at each other yelling and screaming. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Fuck you. I'm going Naurdiev. That's it.
Yeah, we're just talking about the fights. You're picking another fight, you fucking piece of shit. Like picking the other guy. You know, you get mad about it. No, that's crazy.
That's funny as well.
But yeah, dude.
Yo, you been eating healthy or something, KZ? Look at you losing weight.
Yeah, dude. I just haven't been going to the gym, and I've just been not smoking, so I haven't had the munchies. You know, I'm just kind of eating like a normal human being now.
That's
you know,
that's needed with the knee issues
yeah,
and shit.
My girl's calling me. Give me a fucking second.
No, you're fine, bro. Listen, I'm just happy.
I'll go ahead and I'll hop off of here real quick just because you know I gotta attend to the lady. But you know, I should hop back on at the end. But,
absolutely.
Peace out, dudes. I appreciate y'all.
Let's go, KZ. Shout out to KZ hopping in. So KZ, obviously, fucking fan favorite, one of the OG mods of the channel, and valued member of the community. He's going with Park, but we picked it up. KZ is not super confident on Park, and I swear to God, those sometimes are the other sides that are really calling your name. That's the Naurdiev side by a close decision. Now, if you do like Park, I think you can agree that it's going to be hard to finish this young fucking savage. Over 2.5 at -155 if you're neutral on your pick. If you like Naurdiev, if you believe in the underdog, if you're on the underdog side with me, we're looking at +160 for Naurdiev. People in the chat seem to be pretty split on this fight, looking at 55%. 55%. Yes, it was a good take by KZ. I definitely can reason with the side. I mean, as someone that views the fight in a very analytical manner, I always love to hear the other side. And I get the mentality, right? If Naurdiev's gas tank turns out to be a flaw, if he fatigues come round number 3 and Park takes him down, he better look like dynamite in 1 and 2. I think that Naurdiev's going to look good. I feel like at 85, he's a problem. I don't know. I guess I'm a Naurdiev fan right now. I won't lie to you guys. I think Naurdiev is a fucking G. I think he's a certified savage. Shout out KZ for hopping in and going against me on the pick. Respect the fuck out of that. I'm going to go with Naurdiev by decision. I think it's going to be close, but I think Naurdiev lands a little more effective. I think he defends the takedowns, looks a little quicker, and I think he takes home a hard-fought and back-and-forth decision win. The poll is literally 50-50. This is why I had to bring somebody on. So a 50-50 line for the people. You guys are completely split. This tells me, just looking at what the community's picking, I mean, the underdog has the value here. This is a value dog. I think the lines are completely wrong. I think the lines are completely and utterly wrong. Like, this is a -110 on both sides. It's just, you know, Park's UFC experience. That's the side that people lean towards. But I am going Naurdiev. I'm going Naurdiev. I'm going Naurdiev, gang, stand up. So shout out to the 50-50s in chat. I love a little 50-50 lineup, man. This one's going to be fun. I'm going to pick Naurdiev. I believe in his tools. I think you're going to see an improved Naurdiev. I think he's a promising prospect. I don't think he's a UFC washout. I think he's in this matchup for a reason, and I really think that they're giving him a chance to shine against one of the mid-tier guys in the middleweight division that I feel like, you know, like Brad Tavares is similar, right, in a sense to Naurdiev a little bit. I would say that Naurdiev being younger, sharper, faster, more motivated, just getting into the second UFC run. Bro, I don't think he's selling in a second UFC fight. Very good underdog there. I think Naurdiev is a good pick. I'm actually really high on Naurdiev's pick. Like, even if you're on the other side, I think you have to look at value-wise. Like, damn. Odds of fucking money. I do have the poll up for the next fight. I'm not going to spend all day talking about Naurdiev, but I am picking him. Next fight on the card is our featured prelim. I think this is kind of a no-brainer pick. Seokhyeon Ko versus Oban Elliott. Ko is too stiff. Ko is a good brawler. He's got nice pressure. He's a southpaw, but he's also a sucker for that right hand. I think Oban Elliott's going to catch Ko. They're going to close the gap with the chin up high. He's got a very tight and stiff stance. Really looked good against Cavalcanti as a big underdog, and I picked him as a big underdog. I am a fan of Ko. I was really excited for Ko versus Billy Ray Goff because I liked the matchup. I was like, that one's interesting. I was open to picking Ko there, but now he's fighting Oban Elliott. Oban Elliott, he seems to have really good timing. He seems to be getting his comfortability in the UFC. Unbeaten in the octagon. Fucked up Basil Efez last time. Won as an underdog, and I picked him as an underdog against Preston Parsons. I've been picking Oban Elliott every fucking time in the UFC. I've been Mr. Oban Elliott. I'm going to keep going Oban Elliott until it fails me. And I think that Oban Elliott probably gets a knockout. Something's telling me Co's walking into a big shot. He's lost 2 fights by KO. No coincidence. He does have power, but I don't think he's knocking Oban out. And I think he's going to get cracked by a big counter strike. Too much speed, too good timing, and a too well-versed game plan and skill set. I don't see Ko taking an L. Yeah, I'm with KZ. I think he said it beautiful. Oban is slick. Maybe Ko wins his next fight. I think Ko is UFC capable. I just think this is a bad debut for him. Like, this is not the debut that you want. 0-0 in the UFC, coming off a good performance in Contender Series as a big dog, to then fighting a 3-0 UFC prospect and somebody that I think is a problem. Now, Elliott is a part of my safe but boring lock parlay. Oban Elliott with Syguła Ulanbekov seems like a lock of the year. Minus 455 for Oban Elliott. He's a really fat favorite, but I do think he wins. Elliott by KO is the official pick. It's plus 325. Under 2.5 rounds is plus 115. I think Elliott gets the finish. In both of Ko's losses, he's also been knocked out. The way that he stands a little stiff, I think Oban can catch him on the chin. So KO for Oban Elliott. That's a valuable plus money DGen prop if you guys are looking for degenerate shit. Ultimately, safe side is always the money line because Oban could out grapple Ko too. But if they mix it up on the feet, don't be shocked if Oban Elliott looks good. He's relaxed. He's smooth. Oban Elliott's a problem in this UFC welterweight division, especially for a guy debuting. Also, chat, we're at 50 likes. We just closed off the prelims. This was the feature prelim of the night. I would like to hop into the main card with a Ripski. The problem is I need 60 likes. I'm not going to take a Ripski with anything less than 60. So if you want to get me 10 likes in the next minute as I read off this dono, that'd be beautiful. Alex NYC, thank you for 199. Ko is a Sambo world champ. Tell people what it is. Regardless, dude, just because Sambo is like the Dagestan guys got you all believing it's just Sambo a bust. Listen, I think Ko's getting caught, bro. I don't think he's out grappling Oban. Oban's ground skills are on point, and his hands are fast. He's going to find Ko's chin. I like Ko. I'm a Ko fan. I won't lie to you, but I'm an Oban Elliott fan too, and I think Oban is just a bit better. Thank you for 199, Alex NYC. Thank you. Elliott, Sadykhov, Orolbai, KZ, lock 3-leg. I love that. I could see it going over 1.5, Braden King. Elliott never scored back-to-back knockouts, but he's never been this good. He's gotten way better. Oh, wow. The likes are moving beautifully. We're 2 likes away from the goal. You know what that means, guys? I think I should just heat this volcano up and just go for it. I think I should just do it for the community. I got the volcano heating as we speak. As we speak, I got the volcano heating up. I got the volcano heating up. I'm excited to take some rips with my community. I'm excited to take some rips with my community. Yagwan, he's trying to take rips with the people, man. They want to see it, yeah. I see the likes is moving. The thing is getting warm. It should be warm in a minute, Yagwan. Yes, PFL breakdowns are coming after my members stream. So bear with me a bit. It's 9:30. When this stream ends, I will do a members stream and I'll drop it after, bro. I'm a human. And my brothers had to send the pics to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not an overnight process. It takes a little bit. So, yes, they're coming. Yes, they're coming. Oh, shit, chat. Oh, shit. Listen, if you haven't been tuning in to the live stream Q&As, then you don't know about the volcano vibes, all right? Listen, it's a storm of CPP Lion. The soundtrack is bumping. You hear the sound? It's a beautiful one, all right? Listen, chat. We're taking a little second intermission. Second to chill. We got AJ Man taking a rip on deck. I'm out here preaching world peace. World peace and savage rips. What we need as a society. Listen, bro. The theme song is on point. I wanna rock and roll all night. I'll check out X right now or not. Oh shit. Who the fuck is drug, bro? Bogdan Grad looks so juiced up. What the fuck? That's crazy. He looks like he's on the Tremboloni sandwiches. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, then the song play all the way out. I feel like the king of rock and roll up in here. I wish I could show you guys more, but you know what? I have to do an uncensored Discord stream one day. Yeah. Oi. Oi. Dude, I love the rock and roll right now. All right. It's time to get back to business. It's time to get back to work. The chat has picked Elliott, of course. Hey, you know what? Drinks and no things. That sounds like a perfect day. Yeah, I agree. No light. The uncensored Discord stream will slap. We'll make it happen soon enough. All right. 6 fights left on this card. 6 savage fights left. Lil Bro's PFL picks are coming. Don't worry. He took a little long. I understand. He's not Mr. fucking quick speed, but he does get the picks out. I will have my brother's PFL breakdowns dropping tonight before midnight. All right? Please give me a minute. Don't worry. Don't worry, bro. Yeah, UFC is at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Super early start. All right, so I'm going to keep cooking. Hey, enjoy yourself, JD. Let's keep running. Next fight on the card brings us to the main card opener. We got Mohammed Naimov versus Bogdan Grad. Listen, the pick is Naimov. Bogdan Grad has some powerful Muay Thai, but I'm sorry. I'm just not sold on this guy. I'm not sold on Bogdan Grad. He got violently chinned by Tom Nolan. He was getting touched up by Lucas Alexander. I think Naimov could out-grapple him. I think Naimov can match him in the striking. And I think boxing-wise, Naimov's in the fight. Kicking skills of Grad are better, but I think Naimov closes that gap on him. I think he outworks him. I feel like Naimov's going to win. Potentially late. I could see Bogdan Grad fatiguing in a high-paced fight where he's forced to defend takedowns. He does look juiced to the gills. Naimov, no. I'm talking about Bogdan Grad. Looks like he's on anabolic steroids. We will see at weigh-ins how crazy he looks. Ultimately, he looks freakish in the pictures online. I'll show you guys actually what I was sent by Hernanov during the stream. Check this out, bro. Check this out. You're going to say, whoa. Like this guy looks roided to the gills. Not saying he definitely is, by the way. But like he looks fucking scary jacked, bro. Now he's got a pump. It's good lighting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little falsehood. Can somebody in chat, if anybody asks about PFL, can the mods just say that the picks are dropping later tonight? Fucking killing me, bro. All these PFL questions. Yes, the picks are coming for PFL. Fuck. Naimov wins. Fuck, man. Naimov is a minus 270 big fat favorite. The fight going over 1.5 at minus 260 sounds pretty good. I think it's Naimov, maybe third round or a decision. That's what I lean towards. Round 3 or decision for Naimov is plus 110. I think most likely he wins with a pressure heavy onslaught. That's how I feel it happens, man. Yeah, Bogdan Grad is scary ripped, bro. He doesn't look human. Respect, though. I just think Naimov's going to land key takedowns. I think Naimov puts him on his back. Yeah, PFL picks are coming tonight. Don't worry. Just make sure you have your post notifications on. You're good, Levine. Bro, you know what the thing is? It's not even directed at you, dog. It's just I got about fucking 5 questions. All right, yo, where's PFL? And all day, I'm like, dog, they're dropping tonight. They're dropping tonight. PFL predictions are dropping tonight. If you don't know, now you fucking know. Let me sit back for a minute. Let me fucking relax, chat. Any Bogdan Grad backers here? Anybody betting Bogdan Grad or confidently picking Bogdan Grad? What do we got? Where is the Grad believers, bro? Where the Grad folks? Hell nah. Monav's funny as fuck. Hell nah. As imagine, I don't even know what you look like, bro, but as imagine you saying that. Imagine you had like dreads and you were like fucking hell nah. Oh, you ripping your joint? That's funny as fuck. Naimov via top control swarm. Cody Marmon, I always tell you you're sharp. Grad is dangerous, but I see a win from him as a fluke. Yep, feeling the same. Good. I can close out the poll with confidence. Hey, we game all night. Shout out to the fucking Faith in Usman by decision. You're a certified savage, bro, for life. Yeah, like if you look at the physique of Grad, he's going to make you want to pick him. Yo, he's jacked. Look at this guy. But he ain't all that. I don't think so. I don't think that he is all that. I think he's average at best, just really jacked. That's my truest opinion of him. That's my realest take of him. I'm keeping it a buck with you guys too. Yeah, he does gas. I agree. All right, let's keep moving. Next fight on the card. Oh shit, Nazim Sadykhov versus Nikolas Motta. Listen, guys. Nikolas Motta is gonna knock. I'm joking around. I can't even fucking go through with the joke. I feel like too much of a troll because if people don't know, they're like, yo, Motta. No. I'm going Sadykhov. Too versatile. Sharp boxing. Takedown threat is live. Jiu-jitsu skills are solid. Pretty good shape, I'd say. Motta's a power hitter, but mostly just in close range. A little stiff from the outside. Question his takedown defense and his grappling skill set against the Sadykhov. I think Sadykhov probably finishes him. I think he's live to knock Motta out on the feet, but he could also just submit him on the ground. Not like it's going to be a walk in the park, but Motta, man, he travels teams a lot. He's at Bangtown now, and somebody was telling me, oh, but bro, there's some good grappling coaches over there. I'm not sold, man. I'm not sold. I think that Nikolas Motta is going to get handled by Sadykhov. I feel like Motta's okay. He's a fun journeyman. He's a good power hitter on the inside, but I think ultimately Nazim Sadykhov is the winner at the end of the fight. I'm going Nazim Sadykhov to have a pretty clean W. I think he looks good. I think Sadykhov looks sharp on the feet. I think he can time some takedowns. And even if he doesn't finish the fight on the ground, takedowns, control, threatening with submissions, at the very least, they're going to make Motta more hesitant on the feet. And I think maybe even more available for counter shots. Who's better at boxing? Mid and long range, Sadykhov, pure power and close range, Motta. But I'd say Sadykhov is slicker. Sadykhov is definitely a slicker boxer. But like Motta's like tight power, very Muay Thai. Strong for sure. And if he rips you with a big hook to the chin, like it's going to hurt. But his accuracy isn't great. His setups aren't great. And you kind of got to come to him and get caught. And I don't think that Sadykhov does that. I think Sadykhov's pretty good, man. He's 10-1-1. Like he's a prospect to watch. I get at least 31, but 31's a good age for this shit. Training alongside a really high level team. He'll be fine. Motta does have that piglet vibe to him. Nikolas the Piglet Motta is probably getting knocked out, maybe submitted. The odds are minus 430. Sadykhov's a really fat favorite. Over 1.5 is minus 130. And then Sadykhov to win via submission is plus 425. Sadykhov to win by KO plus 100. Sadykhov inside distance minus 160. I do see a finish. I think this fight is live to end inside of the distance at minus 250. Could also go over 1.5 at minus 130 because Motta could survive a bit. But, you know, we've seen the chin cracked from Motta, but to be fair, like Jim Miller's got a good hook and he can box a bit. And he still had moments there. And then it's Manuel Torres, who's a fucking just berserker. So, you know, I think Motta is just outmatched in skills here. It's not like I'm saying Motta's this chinny bum. It's just I think that Sadykhov is more well-versed, and I would say that he's the sharper striker as far as the overall striking game, though Motta's more of like scary power on the inside. And I say Sadykhov's definitely the better grappler because Motta's grappling looked like shit against Trey Ogden. So my call is going to be Sadykhov confidently, man. I think that he wins this fight. Sadykhov, Naurdiev, Naimov, parlay plus 331. Bro, I think it hits. Jim Miller is an OG gangster. OG gangster. He's an OG gangster. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're moving up this card. Oh, this next fight is sick. This next fight is a cult classic. An underrated but certified fucking banger. You understand me? Underrated but certified banger. It's a cult classic. It's a hardcore's delight. It's the fight of the fucking week, bro. This is like, for me, if you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, Tofiq Musayev versus Mitabek Orolbai. Let me just speak positives, man. Musayev was a rising Grand Prix champion. Back in 2019, he was a fucking force, man. And he was like really one to watch at one point. And then he ended up losing and rising by submission to De Souza, who's a nasty submission specialist. Got some wins since then. Did lose that fight against Shablai, but that was weird, man. That was really weird. It was like a unintentional low shot, but it wasn't really low. And then they stopped the fight because Musayev like called a timeout saying he got hit low. And then since then, he's racked off 2 straight wins in Ryzen. Ryzen's a fun league, but it's not the elite of the elite. Musayev's 35. Listen, Mitabek Orolbai is made of steel. He went to war with Rambeshki, and if that was a 5-round fight, he's winning. Does not quit on himself. Insane recovery, really good cardio, relentless pressure, takedowns, threat for sure, but also nasty right hand. Good speed on the feet, good bouncing style. Mitabek Orolbai is just fucking relentless, man. I don't know. Like, you can't kill this guy. The way that he was beaten against Rambeshki, most guys are getting TKO'd. And Orolbai survived with his eye completely shut, dropped multiple times, but then still the one pressing forward to close out the fight. Like, how can you not give Mitabek Orolbai the rub against a 35-year-old debuting guy from Ryzen and Bellator? You have to say Orolbai all day. That's my official prediction. I think Musayev loses. Orolbai could end up pulling off a finish, but ultimately the money line of Orolbai is kind of valuable at minus 160. I think about Mitabek Orolbai on the money line, and then I think about, Mitabek Orolbai to win this fight by submission, plus 375, D-gen shit. Orolbai decision, likely 2. I could see it being a competitive and hard-fought back-and-forth fight. I could see it being gritty and close. I could see it being a violent warfare. I could see it being fucking vengeful. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I think UFC fighters, bar none. It's UFC all day. Orolbai, it looks like he was unfrozen from a glacier and then just shipped to the UFC. It's like, yo, this guy's from 10,000 BC and he's ready to win. It's like, okay. But yeah, I think Orolbai's a good pick here. Slight favorite, something you can parlay up. I believe he's a lock on the card. I'm going with Mitabek Orolbai, Tagir Ulanbekov, 2-leg. I think that shit fucking hits. Check Discord. No shit, bro. That's a good one. This is the truth. This is Mitabek Orolbai. Let me bring it up. I got you, bro. All right, check this out, chat. Listen. This is Mitabek Orolbai. That is Mitabek Orolbai. This is Mitabek Orolbai. Mitabek Orolbai. Mitabek Orolbai. He's a scary guy. He is a scary guy. It's Mitterbeck Orolbai. I'm calling Orolbai to win. Yeah, that's the call. You're calling it. I'm calling it. We're all calling it. Orolbai. Orolbai is a savage. Orolbai. Orolbai is a mean guy. I actually don't know if he's a mean guy, but he's a scary fuck. He's a force to be reckoned with for sure. All right, we got more. We got more. I wanted to start it early, bro, because I'm sick of fucking doing these streams super late. I get pissed off at myself going so late. All right, poll is up. Let's get to the feature fight. Curtis Blaydes, Rizvan Kuniev. So my pick is Kuniev, man. I went with my original lean. I have doubts about Curtis Blaydes getting this fight to the ground. I feel like Kuniev's got good takedown defense. He's a sharp striker with power in both hands. I think he's effective in close range. Got good knees to the body, good elbows on the inside. I feel like Fat Boy Kuniev about to take it home from Dagestan, baby. Similar size, both 6'4". Blaydes hasn't had an impressive win in a minute, man. I get it, the Zheleznyakova fight. That shit was so weird, though. Weird shit. Kuniev's getting a huge chance off rib. So I see that, and I'm like, that's interesting. I'm like, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Kuniev, I think he's very solid. I think he's a good matchup for fucking Blaydes. I think he could give Blaydes real trouble. You think Blaydes can outstrike Kuniev, better footwork? I'm not surprised that some of you guys are on the side of Blaydes. I don't think it's like a crazy take or anything. Looking at the lines, he's minus 235. Kuniev is plus 200. The over is plus 105. Kuniev by KO is plus 500. I don't know why I'm feeling he gets Blaydes out of there. I think Kuniev's live, man. It's just, do you believe in the hype or not? This is one of those fights. Kuniev is supposed to be pretty good. Obviously, this physique picture of him looks terrible. We'll see at weigh-ins. We'll see how the vibe feels. Blaydes flying across the world. I don't know, man. He went to China and fought in Ganu and he got knocked out. I think that fighting in Azerbaijan is not to his best. You got Kuniev at plus 220. Good luck, Trevbot. I'm going with Kuniev. I don't give a fuck. I get why some of you guys are on Blaydes, though. I don't think a Blaydes pick is stupid or anything like that. Like, it makes sense. Takedowns, beating him up with ground and pound. He can box with him from range. I get it. I get it. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I get it that, you know, Blaydes' losses are to fucking Aspinall and Pavlich. I get it. He was violently chinned in both, but I don't know, man. I think Rizvan could find that chin. I'm going with Rizvan Kuniev. Hell of a UFC debut, but a chance too. And I'm not crazy because it's only 51% Curtis Blaydes in the chat. It's not like it's a Curtis Blaydes all day from the people. It's a 51% Curtis Blaydes. I like to see it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hey, make sure you guys hit the like button. We're at 79. We need 100 up in here. Now, we got the co-main event we're going to talk about. Bro, earlier today, I was sweating bullets during the lunchtime live because I received word that the fight was canceled. That turned out to be lies. Thank God. And, yeah, this fight's still on, and I think it's going to be a violent one. Fight's still on, and it's going to be a violent one. Hey, good luck, Chris Wilson. The Kuniev KO is savage mode. All right, let's jump to the co-main event. Rafael Fiziev, Ignacio Bahamondes. So, obviously, you can just see looking at them. Fiziev is at a disadvantage of height and reach, 6'3" to 5'8", 71 to 75. I don't know how to describe it. It's just I feel like Fiziev's okay in this fight. I think he can catch Bahamondes with heavy shots to the body. I think he can mix it up with Bahamondes in close range. I think he's going to be faster and more accurate than Bahamondes. I know some people are high on Bahamondes, maybe by submission. I don't know. Does Fiziev shoot, though? I think Fiziev's back's against his wall now, big time. But he's in his home country, man. He's at home in Azerbaijan. I feel like he can beat Bahamondes in a competitive fight. We saw Ludovic Klein defeat Bahamondes 4 fights ago. He is on a 3-fight win streak for sure. But I have my doubts about, the recent Jalen Turner performance. Like, yes, it was nice, but Jalen was not in it anymore. Fiziev took that fight against Gaethje on short notice, suboptimal circumstance. Bro, I'd say Fiziev is taking home a dub. I think Fiziev with heavy body kicks, rips to the body, dog fight. I think Fiziev beats Ignacio. I think Ignacio a little young at 27 for the top 10 because that's what this fight does for him. It's top 10 up next, and I don't think yet. Fiziev's a beast. You like him in this one, just scared for the potential knee up the middle. Now, I get it, Wiggly Tuna. I can't get past the Klein loss either, KZ. That Klein loss is just implemented in my brain forever, and I'm like, I don't feel good about you beating Rafael Fiziev. I don't feel confident about Ignacio Bahamondes going out there, looking sharp from range for all 3 rounds and just outpointing Fiziev or knocking him out. I don't see it. Right. I don't see an 0-4 Fiziev. I think Fiziev's live for a decision. That's going to be my pick, Fiziev by decision. Now, he's a slight underdog. Right now, he's sitting at plus 110. If you think the fight's going long, the over 2.5 is minus 220. Over 1.5 minus 350 is not bad. Bahamondes to win by sub is a big plus 900. I know some people like that line. Fiziev by decision plus 250. I'm going with the slight underdog. I'll go with Fiziev in a competitive back and forth fight. I think he's a little bit more explosive, a little bit faster at a range disadvantage, but he's a high caliber kickboxer and a head coach at Tiger Muay Thai. Dog, he's dealt with tall, long fighters before. Okay? Yeah, I'm with KZ. Exactly, bro. It's not like this is the first time that he's ever fought a guy that was tall and long. I'm going Fiziev for the W. I'm going Team Fiziev. Chad is slightly picking Bahamondes. Wow. Excuse me. Wow. Chad is slightly picking Bahamondes, man. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. I'm going to throw the poll up for the main event. Oh, shit. The poll is up for the main event. Waldo Acosta, right, he's not bad. He found a way to beat Spivak. I mean, I guess it's a new face for the elites. Let's jump up to the main event. If you guys are watching and you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe it up. We got Jamal Hill, Khalil Rountree going after it. I've been picking Jamal Hill's boxing. I feel like his hands being accurate in this fight is a big factor. Khalil Rountree is not slick with head movement like Yuri Prochazka was last time. He blocks a lot of shots. And I think there's punches that are going to get through in combination for Jamal Hill. He's going to have the range advantage, but on top of a range advantage, he's better with straight punches. Yes, Khalil Rountree absolutely can attack the legs. He has nasty low kicks. He has good power shots in close. He has a solid Muay Thai-based style. But I think that Jamal Hill is going to be clobbering him with big straights, man. I see Khalil getting knocked out. I think he had the performance of a lifetime against Alex Pereira, but I don't think Hill has been given nearly enough respect. I think Hill is heavily slept on, heavily disrespected, and heavily doubted right now. And I think that his hands are going to be a major factor of this fight. Now, like I did earlier in the stream, if you're in the Discord, you're a member, and you're like, yo, I'm going Rountree. I want to hear from you. Listen, bring a Rountree backer in from Discord and tell me why. I would love to hear it. The people would love to hear it. And yeah. If you want, I'm leaving the door open. It's in the Discord. If you want. Rountree's last fight was at elevation in Salt Lake City and Baku sea level. I'm glad that it's at sea level. I think Jamal Hill can definitely go 5 hard still. I feel like his gas tank is slept on because he's been chinned a couple times. I like the hands of Jamal Hill. Khalil's a powerhouse. I mean, bro, look at the physique difference. You have just a fucking absolute freak jacked monster versus a little skinny, fat, slight muscle tone Jamal Hill, you know? But I don't give a fuck because fast hands are the key to success, bro. Reach advantage, height advantage. I'm going to say that Jamal Hill looks good. And don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years. Khalil doesn't really have any marquee wins. Like, granted, you know, Jamal Hill's marquee wins are a while ago. But at one point, I mean, he was running through, you know, prime Johnny Walker, Thiago Santos, fucked up Glover worse than Yuri Prochazka did. The Jamal Hill that beat Glover looked terrifying. I felt like that Jamal Hill could have even beaten Yuri Prochazka. Glover Teixeira gave Yuri a war, and Hill beat his ass. Both Anthony Smith and Dean Thomas are picking Jamal. I think they're right. Hill's better everywhere except power and his awful habit of throwing looping shots when pulled into a brawl. But I think he's got the speed to connect on Khalil's chin, and he puts all his weight into his punches. I don't know, man. I feel like Khalil goes back to his old self and gets TKO'd in this one. I'm saying Jamal Hill turns up. Like, their rises in the UFC were very different. Rountree looked like a mid-tier guy for life, and like Jamal Hill was a problem from the rip, you know? And I think that Jamal can turn it back on. 2 losses against 2 of the best. He lost to number 2 and number 3 in the division, right? Pereira and fucking Prochazka. Now he's fighting Khalil, who's ranked number 7, and gave Pereira a good fight. But I don't know, man. I don't want to live too high off of somebody's loss. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to. I won't. I refuse to. So I'm going to pick the side of Jamal Hill to win with his hands, landing clean punches, landing shots from distance, looking sharper. Seems like Chad is pretty competitive with the calls. We're at 55% Rountree, so this fight near a 50-50. You think the Achilles injury has messed up his career, and do you think it plays a factor in this fight? I think if it's ever going to be better, it'll be better in this fight, Wiggly Tuna. An active Jamal Hill in shape, ready to work. You think Tough is better than Contender Series? I feel like Contender Series is the shit now. I rewatched the Yuri fight twice. People remember the knockdowns, but Jamal was winning round 1 until he brawled, and he gave Yuri the same opening round 3. It's because Yuri was on point with head movement. Rountree won't move his head like that. Going with the former champ here, Rountree living off the hype from Pereira loss and Joe Rogan podcast appearance. Respect. Yo, KZ. I'm about to bring just a few members on. I'm just taking 3, and then I'm doing a member stream. I'm going strict tonight, guys. I'll take 3 of you on. I'm going to post the link in the community tab. If you are a member of the channel and you want to chop it up, if you're a member of the channel and you want to bullshit and banter, if you're a member of the channel and you want to go back and forth, you want to have a good time, you want to join the show live, but just know that this is picks focus, bro. So the link that I just dropped, if you're not dropping picks, if you just here to, you know, joke around and talk, probably not the best time to hop in. This is a picks focused members join. Save that for a face-to-face member stream. All right, guest number 1, ready to rock and roll. He's back again. KZ, what do you got for this week, buddy?
What's up? Yeah, I was going to talk about Rountree just because I was letting somebody else maybe get the opportunity to join just because, you know, I didn't want to come on here twice. But I don't know, bro. It's just, I feel like Rountree's team, just overall, like working with John Wood and his, like, you know, training partners, like he's going to be able to have a good boxing look from, like, you know, a long rangey kind of boxer as Jamal Hill. And I don't know, bro. I just feel like he's a more dedicated athlete, like it's just a more dedicated martial artist. Like he doesn't blow up and get all fat like Jamal Hill does in between fights. Jamal, I mean, would I be shocked if Jamal gets a KO? Like, no, he has a bunch of power in his hands. I mean, shit, I was picking him to beat Pereira, dude. I was like, yeah, Jamal can get this done, dude. And then no, he just got chinned. But
yeah.
I don't underestimate Jamal, but I just feel like Khalil, he just takes this whole fighting game more seriously at this point in their careers. You know, like early on, Khalil was getting fucked up by Johnny Walker, which is not a good look. But you know, and he showed that in the Pereira fight, he's durable, dude. Like he can take a shot, he can keep pushing. So it's just like, man, it's just hard to count him out. Even in the loss, you know, he looked good. You know, he was giving Pereira's problems. You know, he's a long rangey striker, just like Jamal. Maybe not the same kind of boxing, but I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say that Pereira doesn't have better boxing than Hill when he just knocked him out with a left hook in round one. But you know, I like
is interesting,
durability.
Southpaw versus Southpaw intrigues me a lot here.
It is right? Different. Jamal has that range advantage.
And I think Jamal, I'll say this about Jamal. The one thing, when he can string combinations together, like when he throws the 1-2-3s, I feel like that's when he's catching people in his prime. When you look at that Prochazka fight, bro, Prochazka was reading everything. I just doubt Khalil's ability to slip. He doesn't really slip and rip. He more sets, right? And that's more Muay Thai versus boxing or whatever Yuri Prochazka does. What are we calling it? Fucking Kung Fu mixed with fucking just some samurai shit. Like he does something else, right? He's got his own.
Yuri has a Yuri style, dude. That's just like his autistic samurai power, bro. He's fucking. He's different. He's different, but I love Yuri Prochazka. He's the man. But dude, I don't know. I feel like Khalil's gonna come in with a good game plan. You know, I feel like he's gonna have a lot of motivation, like off of that Pereira fight, even though he lost, got his ass whooped towards the end. But he gave him a tough fight. So I don't know where Jamal's head is at. He probably wants to come in here and like show everybody like I still got it. I'm gonna fucking knock this dude out, and he might just come in emotional. I don't know, bro. It's just like Jamal's like he's an emotional dude. So
that is valid.
I don't know, man.
That is valid.
And someone asked, who do I think has better head movement, Jamal or Khalil? I would say Jamal for sure. Like Jamal has more like, you know, the hood boxing, like with these, you know, he's moving, leaning back, slipping and ripping. But I don't know, bro. It's just something that tells me that Khalil can get this done. I might be wrong, but I'm just gonna ride with Khalil. I just like the more tools, the leg kicks, the knees, the Muay Thai, and that's what I'm going with, brother.
Okay. Question for you: is Jamal Hill the worst champion in UFC history? That was Mike Finch's hot take of Monday.
Nah, that's gotta be. I mean, for men's divisions, or like, are we gonna include like Juliana
overall? But I don't
Juliana Pena, Carlos Esparza. Like, you know, we're not gonna.
I feel like I was looking at the light heavyweight champs of all time, and I'm like, he's sitting in there with some of the fucking OGs for sure. Maybe he's not taking out the best, the Ankalaevs, the Jones, the Cormiers, the Pereiras. Fuck, maybe not the Lyoto Machidas, but I think he could catch Shogun though back then. I think he fucks Forrest Griffin up for sure.
Oh yeah, I think for sure he smokes Shogun. I just feel like he's too big, too powerful. Maybe not like prime pride Shogun, but like, you know, like the Shogun that fought John Jones. I feel like Jamal would fucking smoke him. And then Tito Ortiz, I feel like he'd beat him too. You know, Tito would just have to get the takedown. But yeah, Jamal's, I don't think he's the worst champion ever. You know, he's got some good skills. It's just who he fought to get the title, like, you know, old retiring Glover, not the best look, but you know, I'm not counting out Jamal. I don't think Jamal sucks or anything.
No, I'll say this though. The fucking Glover Yuri Prochazka fight was tooth and nail. Jamal beat his ass.
That was a crazy ass fight.
The wear and tear from that fight for an aging Glover could have played a factor into like a short notice championship fucking, you know, vacancy belt fight. Interesting, man. I'm excited for Saturday, bro. I'll talk to you in the members stream. We got one more I'm gonna bring on before we hop over there. I appreciate you stopping by and dropping your takes, bro. Always appreciate the fucking
peace out, brother, man.
Peace, bro.
All right. See you, bros.
See you, KZ. All right, we got Patchy Mix's #1 fan doing fucking bicep curls over his head. He's built like a fucking samurai. I'll be honest, if you told me Yuri Prochazka was doing this exercise, I'd say he's doing it. What's up, big dog?
I appreciate it. Thank you, AJ. Just, you know, just had to get the pump in real quick.
Get the pump, bro. Get the pump.
So before I give my picks, I just want to say, like, it took me a while to get on the Jamal Hill train, but ultimately, like, I do think Khalil Rountree carries more power. I just think, and I'm not betting on this, but I think Jamal Hill just has that technical striking that over time I think can make it look good on the judges' side. And ultimately, like, this very well could go 5 rounds. I understand both these guys carry a lot of power, but I could see this going 5 rounds.
Good. But that's not the lock parlay of the day or anything like that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
No. So I'm probably not going to be on here next week. So I think I'm probably going to give out a 3-leg parlay for 317. So the 4-leg parlay I have this week, I have Ulanbekov, just because ultimately I think I just like that combo or the combat sambo. I just think him as a specialist is going to be key in a matchup like this. I think Oban, and I understand Oban Elliott was basically on the verge of a split decision at UFC 309, but I think he has the better MMA and ground skills, and I think in this fight specifically, it can pay dividends because Ko is very much carries a lot of power. I just think Oban has the ability to win in more ways, if that makes any sense, and I'm sure it does. But the other bet I have is Naimov. I said in the chat, like, I just think his ability to grind his way to a victory is the most likely outcome with his wrestling and top control. And then I have Sadykhov over Motta, just because I think in a very similar way, he has a more well-rounded skill set, and I think he just has a huge durability advantage. I think fights that I've watched, at least recently, Motta carries a lot of power early, and he kind of fades late. And I think, especially against a wrestler, that can very much be beneficial for Sadykhov. So that's plus 145. And then the 3-leg parlay I have for 317, Money Moicano, Pantoja, and Topuria plus 185, $25 makes me 71.
Moicano, who is the second one?
Money Moicano, Pantoja, and Topuria.
And what's that line?
Money, plus 185.
Listen, I'll drop it for the people in chat because I know some people probably want to see it. If you want to go with Cody the Mystic Mac, we call him Cody, not Finch, but people were saying, who is this, Mike Finch? Listen, Mike Finch is here, guys. What's up, Mike Finch?
Dude, the cardio is kind of killing me right now, if you couldn't tell on my voice. But
I'll be honest, I thought maybe you were fucking losing breath, having a panic attack. I didn't know what was going on.
No. I mean, I just ripped about 60 curls. So
oh shit.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But yeah, no, I feel really confident in the picks. I put $25 on both.
That's cool.
Placed them on Tuesday. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm also very excited just about the co-main and the main event this weekend. Not just because I just think these matchups obviously have a lot to gain in the lightweight division and then the light heavyweight division. So yeah, I'm just very excited to watch these co-main event fights and to cash my $25 into $61.
Let's go. Listen, bro, you know I'm rooting for you, man. I like your calls. I'm on the same side with at least this week's card. And shit, bro. I'm glad you came through and dropped some heat, man. You listen, you always bring good evidence to your calls. I respect your takes, my friend. And I think the 4-leg hits, bro. I
really do. I think it does too. Lastly, I just want to say, fuck Patrick Mix. Fuck him. Fuck him. Honestly, fuck him. Like, I was genuinely happy to see Kamaru Usman win, just because he's been away from the game. Dude's an absolute legend, and it looks like he's in line for the winner of JDM and Islam, and starting to get my flow back now, so that's good. But yeah, fuck Patchy Mix. I hope he loses and never wins a fight in the UFC.
Damn. All right, there we go. Patchy Mix, #1 hater in the chat.
Fuck him.
In the stream. Honest. Right. I respect the sincerity. Thank you, Cody, for coming through. Thank you.
I'll see you in the members stream.
Hey, see you in members, bro. Look at this guy. He's not playing around today. He came with an edge, bro. Normally, Cody is calm, cool, collected. He's a nice guy. He's fucking fed up with Patchy Mix, bro. He's got a fucking real vendetta with Patchy now. Oh, shit. He's starting the movement, bro. Shout out to Cody for joining. Shout out to everybody for joining. Listen, we're at 88 likes. If we get 100 likes right now, I'll shadow box like a monsoon to close out the show. But if not, you guys just going to have to see me in the member stream. PFL picks are dropping tonight. Tonight, I just have to upload the video. I have all the, the stuff. I have it. I just don't have it uploaded. I don't have it pieced together. I got to edit it real quick. So nothing too hard, but just, your boys got to get to work. I got to edit that shit. I got to do timestamps here. I got to set up the member stream, actually. That's probably a good idea. I forgot to set it up before we started. I'll set up members, man. All right. Bro, I think I have the ugliest member stream thumbnail, but I don't even give a fuck. I'm keeping it there. The member stream thumbnail is now a cult classic. The green with the fucking absolute botched look. I look like I'm from the fucking 1700s or something. Let me get you guys a link to the member stream. Member stream right now. Member stream right now. Member stream right now. Member stream. It's a member stream. It's a member stream right after this one. Member stream going down right after this. So W to the people. King's World wants to come in. Let's let him in. What's up, pal?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, dude. What's up, Kings? Oh, and he left. He was quick. Well, we got a sneak peek from King's World. He came in, he said what's up, and then he bailed. But I respect him for at least stopping in for a second. Did I put the member stream link? No, I didn't. Give me a second, huh? Let me get the link for you guys. Okay. Members stream link. Hey, if you're not a member and you want to become one, you can. It ain't that hard. All you got to do is click the link that I'm about to drop in chat. I'm about to drop it for the people. If you want to become a member, there you go. Let's let King's World have this time to shine. What's up, buddy?
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yes, dude. What's up, pal?
How you doing, bro? Can you see me too?
I'm chilling. Yeah, bro. I see you. Look fucking
nice,
good,
bro.
man. You look styled up. This guy's ready to go.
Respect, bro.
Go,
Yo, fucking, my internet's shit, so excuse me. It's gonna be lagging here and there. But
okay.
as long as you can hear me, that's good.
Let's go,
so, yeah,
King's World.
Thank you, bro. I just wanted to give my take in on the main event for after tomorrow. So I'm gonna be picking Khalil Rountree by a slight edge. I watched both their fights, their last fights yesterday, and the main things I know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, the main things that I noticed is if it's gonna be like a fight, technical and stuff, I think that what's his name? Jamal Hill is gonna be better and have the advantage with that. But I noticed that like he misses a lot, and he throws a lot of punches that he misses, and that's where I think Khalil Rountree is gonna take advantage, and he's gonna catch him. That's for sure. Khalil Rountree is gonna catch Jamal Hill. The question is, does he knock him out and take him out there? Because if he doesn't, I think if the fight goes 5 rounds, something tells me Jamal Hill wins on points. But I don't think Jamal Hill knocks out Khalil Rountree. Like, it's going to be very hard. Like, we saw how it went with Alex Pereira. And I think that was like, you saw how that went. He took so many punches, and the guy's chin is crazy. So, at the end of the day, I think that Khalil's going to catch him probably after later in the fight. So maybe round 3 or 4. And I don't think Jamal is going to be able to take the damage because this guy Khalil is something crazy, bro. Bro, respects to Jamal. I love Jamal so much. In fact, I supported him before his first loss coming back. It was Pereira, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had his back, and I still do, but he's not as good as I thought he was. Like, I really thought he was the guy, but it's fight after fight. All I see is his aura's dropping.
That's fair. Listen,
Right?
right now, this is his chance to get it all back, but if it keeps trending as it is, then yeah, fucking Khalil will handle. It's a good fight, man. I like the matchup. I think it comes down to if Jamal is still as accurate as he once was, because he hasn't looked accurate like he used to. Like, he's missing. Now everybody knows him as missing big. Like, dude, there was a time where it's like Jamal was a sharp blade, man.
Exactly.
I don't know. The Achilles, if the Achilles is really that fucked up, then that could be the reason that you're seeing he doesn't have the same bounce in how he throws. We find out Saturday. I think Saturday gives us our answer for where Jamal Hill goes. Either he's winning and it's like, oh shit, maybe he's got a resurgence, or it's like, nah, Jamal's done.
Exactly. Would you say after the fight, if he loses, would you take him off the top 5? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not because, like, you know, it's a bad loss to a savage like Khalil, but it tells me, okay, like, he's probably number 8. Like, I don't know if he loses now to Khalil. It's this fucking light heavyweight division is interesting because, like, I think that Jamal Hill, if he loses to Khalil, is kind of sent out. And then there's fights against guys like, you know, Volkan Ozdemir that would be interesting for him, or maybe like a Bogdan Gushkov, Nikita Krylov, winner or loser. There's still interesting fights,
bro. But that's like a downgrade.
But that's the fall off. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say, right? Certain guys, they lose that championship and they never are the same. But then you have guys who, you know, they start fucking finding their footing and getting some wins and still, you know, remaining amongst the elites. And we'll find out what type of fighter Jamal Hill is going to be remembered as, really.
Yeah, man, I'm very excited for that. And it looks like it's going to be a nice card. First time in Azerbaijan. And yeah, I found it funny when on Moneyline, Finch was like, yo, how are they going there? There's rockets. And I'm like, bro, they're not even close, bro.
Bro, where are you at, Kings World? You're UK, right?
I'm in Canada, bro.
You're in Canada, okay.
Yeah, Toronto, man.
I don't know why I was thinking you were UK, bro. I swear to God, I thought it was UK.
I think it's that the last time I came on live, it was like you asked me what time it was, and I fucked up. I was so high, so I told you like 3 a.m. and it was like only 11. So I think that day you guys thought I was somewhere far in Europe or something.
That's funny, bro. Yeah, that was definitely it.
Yeah.
Let's go, Kings World. Hey, well, I appreciate you coming through, Kings World.
Bro.
It's always
Respect,
good to chop
man.
it up.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Peace, my brother. Shout out Kings World, bro.
All love, man.
Hey,
care,
all
guys.
love,
Thank you.
See you, buddy.
See you, bro.
Hey, shout out Kings World, bro. He's a G. Shout out to the boy. W to everybody that joined, man. I said 3 guests today. We had 3 savage guests on the show. I appreciate all of them for joining. Did we hit 100 likes? We hit 97. I'll save the shadow box for tomorrow. You guys better run up the likes for the lunchtime show. I love you guys. All right. I'm signing out, and I'll be back for the members stream. See you guys in a few minutes. Bye.